Can you actually remember the first time we met?
I because I know what you used to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember how we became friends.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a vague memory, but I know I'm incorrect based on how much you're smiling about this.
No, I just think it's an interesting story. Like we met at the so we both went to USF, the University of South Florida here in Tampa.
Woo, go Bulls.
And whenever I was a student, and then for far too many years after, I worked in the video lab at the School of Mass Comm. And so you were like a student of mine, but it was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So for the first, I don't know how many months of us knowing each other.
Oh, now that I remember.
I did not see the bottom half of your face.
No. I remember now that is a different story.
Mhm.
I also don't remember the first time I saw that. Like I saw your face.
Yeah. We were, yeah, I don't know exactly. We were outside and it was like, I mean, I guess like we're out and going somewhere else. Like we could take the masks off. Like we're not inside anymore.
That's yeah. It must have been like a restaurant or something.
But I remember the first time we really like, you had come in a couple times, but you had this Marvel t-shirt.
Right.
With like on the back, it was almost like a concert shirt.
It was and I remember this shirt because it was that shirt was a gift. It says "More Than a Fan," and it was like probably the last piece of merch I feel like that came like right around the end of the Infinity Saga because it basically had like all 3 phases and it had like all the movies in each phase.
Yeah,
and it was in a cool like it was like similarly in a concert shirt way it had everything like laid out. Especially on the back, and you could see
like the release dates. I think
you could see like release dates and movie titles or something like that. Like I can't remember exactly, but I think I still have the shirt. Point is, I remember having that shirt, and I do remember that being what sparked our conversation.
Because I thought it was interesting the way that you put it. Like you weren't really into film until the MCU,
right?
And then that kind of opened the door.
Yeah, I'll like anyone who I talk to about like film stuff, or I mentioned that I got a film degree or I minored in film studies. That is, that like I wouldn't have gotten to the point where I wanted to even study film that way if I hadn't developed a love for the Marvel movies the way that I did, the MCU specifically. And I got so invested in those that I got really invested in the way that people talked about movies and just really engage with them, because at the end of the day I love stories, so that really is what captivated me like the most, is like a good story. And then I feel like movies, I'm biased I think, but I feel like movies are the most complete, or maybe robust is a better word, like iteration of art, because it is an audio visual medium. You are able to do so much with sound as well as like sight and what you see. And
agreed.
Like the Marvel, the MCU movies, and just superhero movies in general, like blockbusters, that type of thing. They're very good at the spectacle. They're very good at captivating you. And to someone who wasn't really into film but really liked good story, especially that first like 3 phases. Those first 3 phases are. We find out now that they didn't know what they were doing then, but they had the sauce then. So they had really done a good job of captivating me and really getting me invested. And then from there it kind of spiraled, because I'd always had a love of movies, like, through like like Inception and Memento, and there's probably a couple others, and just like old, like, like Pixar, like from a kid, like there's stuff that like really spoke to me then. But what really sparked the interest to like dive in and be like, nah, I'm a cinephile, as it were, came from the love that came from the MCU.
That makes sense. It's funny that that's the thing, because and we've talked about this before, I feel like the thing that I came to realize is that we had actually met prior to that by like 6 months, maybe a year. At a comic book shop.
I feel like you and I have had this conversation more than once, and I always forget.
Because it's a weird thing to be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
We had a whole conversation for like 2 hours at a comic shop.
It was, it was so weird. Like that was because that was right around the time that I first got into going to the comic shop on my own and like having my own disposable income to buy my own stuff, buy my own books. Because from the time I was a kid at all, like any books I would read were basically like trades that came from the library. So being able to go and read what was coming out like currently and see what all the different stories and stuff, as well as going into where we probably were, like one of the back rooms with all the like the boxes and the long boxes and all that stuff, and just the array of toys and just like just so much stuff that a nerd would really enjoy to be around. And so it was a fun, like, not even job. Like I got paid in books, and it was like, and I was a college student. So I was like, you know what, like I don't give a fuck. Like sure, like I'd love to. I love hanging out here, and I'm honestly here more for like the fun as well than the fact that I need the paycheck. Yeah. So I mean, fucking dumbass now, but anyway.
PJ, who? Do you remember the last time, or do you remember the first time you met Ty?
Yeah, and it's Beans. Come on.
Right.
No, I promised I would stop doing that. Yeah, it was an afternoon, and you were like, "Hey," because we had a messenger thread, but I hadn't met him like in person. I'm talking about him like he's not here. But
I stepped away after that conversation.
Yeah, he fucking sped out of here. He took the stop sign with him. It was crazy. There was a wreck. You're like,
I'm definitely gonna put in a crash now.
You should. You're like, yeah, he's coming over because he's got like he's been working on like an intro song that he wants to show us.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh okay, cool. And we were sitting. I don't remember what we were doing that day. It was probably magic. No,
definitely not that.
Something else. But we were sitting around and it was just like, okay. Knock on the door. We let him in. He comes in and he's like, do you have like a desk or something? And I was like, I have a folding table. Hold on. And I set up a folding table. He sets his laptop down and you were like, yeah, this is what I got. And you click play. And it was almost exactly what we have. I think it went under one change. And it was just like, yeah, that's great. That's perfect. And then Ty, you were like, yeah, good. I'm glad you guys like it. Well, I got to go. You like packed your shit up and left. You were here for like 14, 15 minutes. And it was just like, oh, he seems cool.
I don't remember why I had to bolt out of here so quick, but I honestly was so glad that you guys liked that, because that was my first time trying anything like that for anyone, especially because my background in doing anything audio engineering is through music. So this was like as well, or I should say music artist. So like nothing as no one would sing on that. Like no one would rap on that. Like that's not an instrumental that would be used for the purposes of someone like a musical artist being on it. But it is an intro song, and I've never done that before. And I was so like self-conscious, and not self-conscious, but just like, shit, I hope they like this, because I tried, and I felt like it sounds spooky. Like this just sounds, I don't know.
It's spooky, yeah. You'd be surprised, though. You said no one raps over it. Basically, every episode, when we mute to play the intro song to then come back in, pretending that we didn't have the cold open, because it's supposed to be casual or whatever.
Right.
See, guys, you don't know what it's like doing this show. You think you do, but you don't.
You don't fucking.
But when we mute everything and we click the intro song, I freestyle over that shit every time.
Well, you know what? That being said, I'm going to try it now.
You know what? You know what'd be fun? Let's do it now. was going to launch into our normal intro, but that feels weird, but we'll still try it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Third Channel Podcast,
where we delve into the horror franchises you love from the perspectives of a lifelong horror fan.
And a newbie to the genre. And despite the fact that we're not talking about basically any movies today, I'm PJ.
And I'm Derek.
I'm Ty.
And the only thing we're here to talk about is friendship.
Yeah.
And horror.
And a 1 year anniversary.
And a 1 year anniversary. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Give it up.
Let's clap it up. Clap it up, folks. Clap it up. 52 fucking episodes.
We did it. A whole year.
I shouldn't curse so soon.
No, that's fine. I'll make you feel less subconscious. A whole fucking year later. And we've learned a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go over what I learned because I feel it's important. What I've learned is that I no longer want to do a podcast.
Wow.
I'm done. And I'll give you 3 reasons. 1, Derek, you are bad. I don't like you. 2, this microphone. It smells bad, probably because I talk into it. And I don't brush my teeth. I don't own a toothbrush. And finally, most importantly, I have other things I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to travel. I want to visit the world. I want to go to Morocco.
Wait, but that it felt like a couple of those you could fix yourself.
No.
Right.
Moving. Let's move on.
I passed it.
I have no flaws. Yeah. A whole year's gone by.
It is wild.
It is.
It doesn't feel like that.
No.
No, because it feels like as much as we've done and as many things as we've talked about, we've done nothing and talked about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, because I'll go back and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, we've really only talked about the few franchises. Well,
And each
I guess it's
fucking
like,
franchise has over 20 movies.
right. It's like, well, we only talked about Friday
Like
and
you'll
Nightmare.
send me an episode. Sorry, you'll send me an episode. You guys will send me like the episode files, and I'm like, shit, how many movies are in this fucking franchise? I've been seeing Freddy versus Jason. I swear I've seen that for 12 weeks. I don't understand.
Well, and then it gets to the point where we had this scare. And we told you about it briefly, but I think it's really funny, and I want to talk about it for 1 second. The funniest thing that happened this year is I am looking, it's our launch date, our release time for these episodes is always the same. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh God, my notes. And I look at my notes and I have the wrong movie titled. It doesn't fucking matter. It was one of the Nightmare episodes that was going to be released, but I had it listed under a Friday episode. And I was like, oh, fuck. Did we send him the wrong one? And it was just like, so then it becomes your heart is beating to a clock ticking seconds of like, oh my God, did I just fuck us? Did I just ruin because I would have ruined the show, which of course at that point I would have been fired.
No,
right.
Dude, you've been out of here.
Yeah. I would have thrown a tantrum. I wouldn't have taken it well. Anyone who gets fired from a podcast should take it terribly. It's the way of the world, you know? It's a free form opinion piece. You want to sit around, you want to freely form your opinions, but when you get fired, you got to get very vindictive.
That's true.
I mean, fair enough.
But no, it is fascinating to think from your perspective, Ty, of having seen next to none of these films, I believe.
Yeah, I
just week after week.
Yeah, that's a good question. Derek and I kind of separately started listening to very old episodes. I fell off because I don't like our show, but Derek has kept up with it. And he's listened to a lot of these episodes and we'll talk about them. And it's like, oh, yeah, I remember that. But we used to have this bit in the first few episodes that you were in here with us, this very professional recording studio that we have. And you were in here. And it would be the thing of like, halfway through the review of whatever, it's like, oh yeah, sorry, Ty, have you seen this movie?
Nope.
Yeah. And so the question is that changed at all?
No, it has not changed in that I have not seen, correct me, fill me in if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen any of the Halloween movies.
Right.
I haven't seen any of the Freddy movies.
Right.
I haven't seen any of the Scream movies.
Jason?
No.
Okay. Evil Dead.
Yes, but I haven't seen, like, I don't feel like I haven't seen it to the point where I feel like I could speak coherently about it. Like, I feel like it feels more like a fever dream than anything. And that might be because that's how the movie is. But I also just didn't have my undivided attention the way I like to watch movies.
What about the little guy? What about Chucky?
Nah, never seen that shit.
So literally none.
No. I have seen.
What about like Suspiria? That was like a one-off we did.
No.
Man.
But that is one that I
on your short list.
Yeah, that's on my short list.
So funny because to produce
I feel like I
this-
might have seen one of your short one
Like,
of your one-off stuff.
Cabin in the Woods.
No,
Megan,
God.
Black Christmas.
We're just going through Derek's Dirty Dozen at this point. I don't remember what they're called.
I don't know if that's about
Yeah, I
many
think
feel like
that's-
we've done.
I might just.
You haven't seen any of the recent David Gordon Green Halloween 2018 Kills or Ends? Wow.
Because
Well,
I mean,
good for you.
One, I didn't realize how many freaking movies there were before it, but no, I just never really like got that interested.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that I immediately, my knee jerk was like, what a lucky life that he hasn't seen so many of these terrible pieces of shit. Like, what a lucky life. And then I realized that no, instead of watching any of those movies, he has listened to hundreds of hours at this point of us talking about them. So he hasn't seen the movies, even the worst movies, better than 100 hours of two dudes being like, man, Freddy's really fucking cool in this one. I like that.
But I will say it is really funny listening to movies get shat on. I love hearing that. Like that's
okay. That's good feedback.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Especially like I know you guys feel like, oh, I shouldn't. I sorry we have to talk about this movie that neither of us like because we don't have that much to say about it. This might be poor form, and I'll say that preemptively, but go for it. Shit on that movie. Like shit on that thing. You know, like if it's bad, it's bad. You know what I mean? Like. And I understand there's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of things going on. And it might be difficult to, speak in a way that's not offensive to the creators. But at the same time, I do think that there are consequences for actions. And regardless of what happened to make the movie feel the way it did, if it's bad, it's bad.
If it's bad, it's fucking bad.
And I work in an industry where it's like I can't polish a piece of shit. Like if it came to me bad, what am I supposed to do? Like you're supposed to do the work, before it gets to wherever the hell. But,
look,
that's a good question to ask. Then have we sent you anything like that?
Listen, to put it into a metaphor.
No, because I set up everything, so everything came perfectly.
Okay, good. To put it into a metaphor, these movies are bad, so bad that they're kind of fucking us. You know what I mean? It's unpleasant. We're not enjoying ourselves. It's a bad date with this bad movie. We gave in, we watched it, so now it's fucking us. We might as well give this movie shit dick. I think that's the point that we're all getting at.
Because I agree. I firmly agree. I hate wasting my time on a bad movie. Like House of Dynamite on Netflix, piece of shit. Piece of garbage. I'm not even going to waste my time telling you why. It's just garbage. Don't waste your time.
Well, there you go.
You're going to have to wait until we get to that episode in 2038 to find out why Ty doesn't like that. Assuming, of course, that we're all alive. But statistically, one of us has got to go.
Yeah.
It's got to be me.
Nah, man, you're going to have a bionic back by like 2030.
See, and what's funny is you guys may not know this and the audience may not know this. I am actually being told that by doctors.
Nice.
Is like, this is what we're looking at for your future, but you never know. Things could change. You might be able to, they're like the use of like genuine cybernetic like shit, Terminator shit. Now this is what the doctor says that to me. They're like, we're going to make you a Terminator, you little boy. We're going to T-800 up your back. And I'm like, very nice or whatever. That's Borat and it's the Terminator.
That's really good.
Dude, that's impressive. Holy fuck.
This conversation is what I would cut out of any other episode. But this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're having fun.
That's all we're doing today.
Dude, for a second, I've been waiting for I got to stop bullshitting because they got to get to the actual movie.
The movie is about our lives.
Yeah.
This is a Hallmark movie about the Third Channel podcast.
You mean it was about the friends who made it along the way?
Mm-hmm. The world's a stage.
We all knew each other before the show started. Technically.
Yeah.
So.
Moments
and everyone's
before.
a player.
Yes.
But we have made friends during the show. That's a good point. We've made a lot of friends. Brainbuster Video.
Yep.
We've contacted them a lot. The Horror Returns podcast.
Yes.
Lance. John Keogh. And his work that we've been introduced into and then been a part of. So actually that's funny because we have made a lot of friends doing this show.
Yeah.
I'm friendly. You guys never talk to me.
Sometimes.
I send you a text message every week.
Yeah.
With a series of numbers and things that we need to be gone from episodes.
And you'd think that we'd go to the movies more often because are you on AMC A-list?
Yeah.
You're back on the A-list?
I still have A-list. That's how I went to go see a couple of things in the past couple of months. Now, granted, I will take a lot of responsibility. I do tend to be a little MIA, not MIA. Like if you asked me where I was, I'd tell you. But I tend to be out the way is how I put it.
The idea that you're like, hey, what are you up to, man? Don't talk to me. I'm not telling you. I'm in my leave me alone. I'm on AMC's D list.
Oh,
The D stands for don't watch movies.
I thought that was the band list.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this because I know this question's coming. I'm so excited for this question because I have to give you an honest answer.
okay.
And the answer is ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is my question, well, we anyone who follows us on social, which hopefully you are, we are pretty much on every platform that I can get us on.
Yeah.
And we post
Even the shitty one.
even that one. We don't like it, but we're on there.
Well, I mean, now every single place that we could possibly host has ties with all of the craziness.
Yeah.
So there is no escaping it. So sorry, we tried.
That is true. But we post a lot. We'd love if you would, find us there, like us, follow us, interact with us, please. Because that's only gonna, kind of strengthen our brand and take us to new places.
Strengthen our brand and strengthen our bond.
Yes.
We'll become closer,
Yeah, that's true.
possibly lovers.
With those friends that we've made. But all of that to say, we the three of us have only ever seen one movie all together, I believe.
And I'll say it, we saw half a movie together.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I don't feel like if all of us weren't awake, we didn't all watch the movie.
Man.
And I was not awake.
Right.
I was not.
I don't remember what cold open it was
I don't
that we
know.
told that story in, but that story is so fucking funny. It sucks because normally I would say, if you want to hear that story, go back. But so, okay, that's good. That works out. If you want to hear that story, we don't know what episodes that it's in. So you got to go, we can find when Weapons came out. And from that date to now, you got to watch all the, or listen to all of our episodes because we don't know which one.
It's a good point.
But I mean, with that math, it'll take you like only a few hours.
Yeah.
That's nothing to the amount of time Ty puts in.
Like, dude, you guys don't have to. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, if you listen
just-
to 10 hours of our podcast, you've put in 10% of the work that producer Ty has put in. But yeah, we all saw Weapons together,
We saw
and
Weapons.
Ty slept. He slept the whole time.
Yeah,
And so
not
that
the
happened.
whole, maybe like the 2/3 of the time.
Yeah.
But you will clarify that was your
Third time. I'd seen the movie before. On the record, my behavior may not indicate this, but I really enjoy the movie. I really like it so much so that I would own it. I
Yeah.
would.
He
If,
was
it didn't cost so much to breathe.
I get it, man. You were just a real sleepy peepee. I get
Yeah, dude, I was a sleepy boy that day. I was a sleepy boy.
it. That to say, have you seen any other horror films this year, guys? PJ, we haven't gone as much this year as we did last year.
So and I'll start
Okay.
because I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I saw 2.
Just two.
Yeah. 2
Well,
new horror movies this
That doesn't
year
help
came
us
out in
for our
2025.
top 3.
Yeah, I know. So I was thinking the entire time, like, fuck, because one of them I didn't even see in theaters. One of them I bought on Amazon digitally. I bought Sinners and saw Sinners.
Boo, I was going to say that one.
Well, you can still say
Yeah,
that
you
one.
still can.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not like I scooped it off the table. There are 3. If we're doing a top 3, I don't really have to think about it. Number 1, the greatest film that I've seen this year is Sinners. I love that movie. I've put it on like just as background noise. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that movie. I absolutely adore that movie. I think it's brilliant. I think it's wonderful. And it also got me on a big vampire kick this year. I saw Nosferatu. I saw Last Rites of the Demeter. I saw a bunch of these movies because I was in a big vampire kick. But number 2 of films that came out this year is then Weapons,
Okay.
because it is one of only 2 horror movies that were released in 2025 that I've seen this year.
Yeah.
Huh.
So then I don't have a number 3. So I put in Superman because we saw Superman in theaters and that movie was really good. And I said on the episode where we talked about Superman in our cold open that we'd seen it, it would take an awful lot for the Fantastic Four to edge out, because I love the Fantastic Four so much as characters, as a book. I defend the original movie.
That was my first book. That was my first one. I love Fantastic Four.
Same with Carly. It's a big part of a lot of people that I know's lives. It's a big part of my life. I love them so much. And I was like, it's going to take an awful good movie for me to enjoy Superman more. Because I like Superman too, but not as much. And I like Superman more. I think Superman was not infinitely. Okay. Let me reframe this. I think that Superman was a better superhero movie than the Fantastic Four. I think it was paced better. I think that it was shot better. I think that the characters were more interesting, and I think there was a lot more dynamic things happening. As much as I didn't want it to be, the Fantastic Four, I think, still suffers from like current MCU like swamp deluge. It's just like it's so much, and they feel so similar that even if you change the fucking universe that this one is set in, make it a completely different like physical space, it just still felt that way. And it's hard to describe, but it's probably because the 10 executive producers that make that movie are the 10 executive producers for all the other ones.
Yeah.
So their decision-making process is then visible line by line by line through all these movies. Superman, however, is brilliant, and I'd never seen anything like it.
Yep.
And
Agreed.
it's like I saw a meme today about James Gunn's Superman, and it was Hawk Girl and the face that she makes as she's flying, and it's like, I can't believe people are saying that this is better than Man of Steel. And it's like, but that's wild. That face that she makes is crazy. But somebody who is flying 1,000 feet in the air, carrying another human being with the intention to drop them to their death. Like, what are they? Why does everyone have to look amazing? It's like, I like that he explores like the weird fisheye lens shit. And I love that movie. I think that's my favorite movie of this year, but we're a horror podcast. So if I have to put it in the lens of horror, my top 3, Sinners, number 1. Superman is number 2, because I guess scary stuff happens in that.
There's that one like monster guy in the
oh yeah, sure.
And a kaiju.
That's why. Ooh. And then number 3 is weapons, because I liked weapons just fine, but it's not
really. I couldn't tell. I thought you hated it.
You don't know how I operate. You don't understand.
Fair enough.
When I watch something, if I don't immediately love it, I hate the fuck out of it. And then once I get all the hate out of my system, I think about it again, and it's like, no, it's actually pretty good. I'm temperamental. I am
like a hurricane.
Like a hurricane. That's right. I'm Tim Curry Kane.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
My top 3 list is similar.
Superman in it?
In that my number 1 is Sinners.
Great.
Much the same way. I saw it in IMAX. I saw it again in standard. And I hoped to see it again in IMAX in theaters, but missed that window there. I've watched it a couple times. There was one night where I had just started my new morning shift, which means I am working at 4:30 in the morning, and I do not sleep near enough.
No.
But I had done that, and then I had probably left work, gone to the movies, watched several things, or maybe I had to go and do something that day. But then I came home and it was like, I've been up for 20 hours. And then I saw that you two had just started it. And I was like, yeah, I'll sit for 3 hours. That's fine. And I watched Sinners again.
You know what's funny? That happened twice. Because that happened and then there was another day. I don't think it was work. I think you were out at like a theme park with your family, but you were out all day.
Yeah.
You got home at like 1:30 in the morning, and I was 15 minutes into Nosferatu.
Yes.
And you were like, why are you watching this? I was like, I don't know. It's vampires. You said it was good, and I figured I'd watch it. You're like, oh, okay. Well, I'm really exhausted. I'm going to go to bed. And then he did the dad thing where he sat behind the couch and he kind of watched it at a distance for a little bit. And then he was like, nah. And he sat down and watched the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I really did. Sinners is one of those, I think it is an absolute masterpiece. And even more so than I haven't watched it. Maybe I don't put it on in the background like PJ does, but I find myself listening to that score or that soundtrack more than anything, just over and over again. There's only one other thing that I've listened to more this year, and it's the Hamilton soundtrack, because I watched that for the first time this year. Whenever they did the theatrical release.
Is that in your top 3? That movie's scary as hell. You know those people made America, the place we're in now?
Yeah, that is
where
horrifying.
an eggplant costs $15. That's, yeah.
But yes, the Sinners soundtrack is amazing. My number 3 is also Weapons. I think it is I love Zach Kreger. I love his weird mind and what he does and how he comes up with his movies, because you cannot, there's no way to figure out what is going on before you just see it. And even afterwards, it's kind of like, really? Okay. That's a thing now.
Yeah.
And my number 2.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it Superman?
It's not Superman.
God damn it.
It is The Long Walk. which is a Stephen King adaptation.
I meant to see that.
It is something that it's one of the books that Stephen King wrote under his pseudonym. That my mind is going to just be blank on now. But it's Richard Bachman. Yeah, Richard Bachman. It's one of the Bachman books. He wrote it very early in his career, and it's one that I've read several times. It is kind of a dystopian future, sort of bleak story, and I've wanted it to be adapted into a movie for as long as I can remember. And man, did they knock it out of the park.
Thanks. I'm gonna go watch that today, I think.
Hugely emotional. Just it's phenomenal.
Go to the theater and watch it, folks.
I don't know if it's in theater still. I think it's on streaming though.
Yeah, I think it is on streaming.
Go to a theater, walk inside, sit down in the lobby, pull out your cell phone, stream it, watch it in the lobby, and then you will have seen it in theaters.
Wow.
That's a workaround if I ever heard one.
Yep.
Ty.
Yeah.
Have you seen any horror films besides Weapons and Sinners in theaters?
Jaws.
Oh, you saw the 50th?
I did see the 50th.
Ooh.
Technically, I did too, but that's because we watched it the day of the 50th anniversary here.
No, I did see that. I did make the trek to
Was
the
that your
theaters.
first time seeing it?
Correct.
Me too.
That was my first time seeing it.
I don't think so. I thought you and I saw it a few years back together.
He does not recall.
You may have
That
slept
was
through
the
that one
case.
too.
Then I must have slept through it.
Did you see it in IMAX? Did you see it in 3D? Did you just see it,
It was
standard?
IMAX. It was
Okay.
IMAX. It
Oh
was
my
IMAX.
God.
But
The
I
idea
don't-
that there is so much of like, we just did that. And he's like, I was asleep. It's like, you were driving. What do you mean you were asleep? He's like, I don't know, man.
That's how he edits our episodes.
They're perfect.
Yeah, they are.
That's good.
And he always gets them in on time.
Dude, a couple times, like,
That's because it's his name. Ty.
that one was a stretch. Like time.
Like Mr. Fantastic.
You guys can't see it, but I stretched.
He did.
Because he did the Titanic arms immediately.
No, I'm not gonna lie. There have been a couple of times where I've been like, "Holy shit, it's late. it's late at night, and I'm working because of like sometimes it's just personal stuff. Like I decided to go out and do things like go enjoy a night, and so I'm like, all right, well, now I forgot I have to do this. Shit. It's usually how it goes. Like I'll be like, damn it, I didn't remember that I needed to do it. If it didn't happen, that I just so happened to have like some downtime like at work that I was able to like knock it out. Cause that's the thing. It never takes me that long.
Mhm.
Like the longest it takes me is whenever it's like a longer episode and there's like a lot of different notes to get to.
That makes
But like
sense.
those still like in the grand scheme, like it doesn't take me that long to get through it and to complete the whole thing, especially with the notes that you guys provide.
I
So-
always feel so bad too, because there are some episodes where I feel really good. There's some episodes where it's like the episode is 2 hours, 15 minutes pre-edit, and I look and I'm like, I had like 8 cuts. This will be easy as fuck. And I send it to him and I'm like, I feel no guilt.
Mhm.
And then there are other times where the episode is 3 hours and we need to get it to like 2:20, and I've got 40 cuts. Yep. And I'm like, and so I always, that's the ones where I'm sending a bunch of like smiley faces and exclamation points. I'm like, hey man, how's it going? I hope you like this episode. We worked really hard on it.
Oh my gosh. This is honestly, and it's really funny like when I can see those especially because for the most part, you guys are really good about getting them to me like at least a couple of days in advance. So, like at that point, like I have plenty of time. Like the worst it's ever been, and like I don't even remember the last
I
time
don't know
this
what it
happened.
was, but yeah.
But it was like I think it was like a Wednesday, like they came in, like or like a Wednesday night maybe, like it was or like a Wednesday day, like morning or something like that. Point is, it was like the day before. I'm like, all right, it's a good thing I don't have anything else going on this week.
Yeah. And no, we feel bad about that. But there are certain nights where we get to a Thursday night and we're looking at each other and it's just kind of like, I haven't heard anything from Ty. has he posted the episode yet?
Well, and then there's
I don't know.
because Derek and I cannot figure out your fucking schedule, man. We can't figure it out
because there's good luck.
Yeah, because it's
luck.
like
I haven't figured out my schedule.
I will text you and be like, "Hey, man, this is everything," and you'll reply like 2 days later at like 10 o'clock at night. You'll be like, "Cool, thanks," and it's like, okay, so he's up late. That makes sense. And then the last time I sent you notes, the next like 6:45 in the morning, you send back like nice, and it's like, does he never sleep? He's in that attic.
It's a weird balance that I don't have of being both a morning person and a night person.
Mhm.
Like I like being up. I mean, one, I have to be up for work. But I just generally enjoy being up in the mornings and doing stuff. But I also like being up late, especially for what I'm doing. Like a lot of times I'm working on like my own music or someone else's music or something, or just something creative. And a lot of times because, work and the world and just the reasons we have to do things, like I might not get to it until late. And so like, all right, that's just like when my time is mine now. And then it just so happens that I'm also bad about like texting back and like seeing, like I'll see like someone texted me and I'm like, if I don't have that moment to like actually give them undivided attention, I'm like, all right, I'll get to it later. And then the problem is I don't remember or I don't get to it. I genuinely don't have time until like 2 days later.
Well, what's funny and what has been consistent about the year of doing this show is that we'll get to the point. It's Thursday. It's like we're right there at the precipice, and Derek and I we'll be wherever, horror nights or hanging out or doing something, and we're surrounded by people, and it'll get to that point towards the evening where we look at each other and it's like, because it never matters if it doesn't launch until like the next day or whatever. Like it hasn't happened yet, and you're the MVP.
Yes,
but like if it ever happened, it wouldn't be the end of anything. No. But we're always looking at each other like, I wonder. And then sometimes 5 minutes before it's the app dings and we're surrounded by people and we'll look at it and we'll just look at each other and be like, God damn, he's good.
He's never let us down.
But that's the thing, is that people will be like, what happened? And we're like, we're MIA, dude. Shut up. We're not telling you shit.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So did we hear your top 3? I don't think we heard your top 3.
So this didn't come out in theaters, or it might have been in theaters, but point is I saw it on streaming. Bring Her Back. I saw you saw that. I randomly decided to watch that. I think like off of a recommendation from a podcast, but I decided to watch that and was like, what the fuck?
That's a wild movie.
What the hell is this?
Have you seen their other movie, Talk to Me?
No,
from a couple years ago.
I don't think
Talk to Me is the one with the hand.
Yeah,
that I was interested in because I saw the trailer. The trailer was in front of everything we watched that whole year.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I have not seen that because I did not see this. But I had a friend, like I mentioned, that I saw this and he was like, oh, like the Philippou brothers. Philippou.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was.
They used to do like YouTube videos under a different name, but they've made these 2 horror films and they are wild.
Yeah.
For the record, by the way, if we are counting Jaws because the 50th is something new this year, then Jaws will be my number 3.
Okay.
So it will be Sinners, then Superman, then Jaws.
Okay.
Ty, who wins in a fight, Jaws or Superman?
Oh, dude, that shark is big.
He's bigger than fuck.
That shark is, dude, we need a bigger boat. So big.
We need a bigger man.
We need a Superman.
Hey, he ain't super enough, let me tell you. That Jaws is John.
Unironically,
I was underwhelmed by Jaws, though. I was pretty underwhelmed. I didn't really like it as much as I thought I might.
By Jaws?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I watched Jaws and I was like, that's the best movie I've ever seen.
Well, I was so into it until they got to the water. And then that for me, that was when like it's grinded to a halt because I wasn't really interested in. His name wasn't Ahab, but
those
the Ahab
3
guys and the police guy. I liked him a lot because he was aware and like.
You didn't like Quint?
Which one was Quint?
Quint is the Ahab guy, the scarred up patchy guy.
No, he was fine. Like he was fine until.
That's my favorite part of the movie.
He was fine until like for me until like I said until they get to the water. Like,
but did you like his monologue?
No, that honestly, that was one of the most like, oh, I'm really out of this. Like,
Oh my God.
I'm really like not into this anymore.
Wow.
And I was like so disappointed because I was like, I know that moment has been riffed on, and I recognize like I'm not an. If you know movies, you know like this is clearly supposed to be a significant climactic moment, and I was just like, I don't want to say I was checked out, but I was checked out, and I think that might be that. Is partially because maybe I had high expectations. I'm already skeptical of Spielberg. I don't really see...
I was gonna say, you and I have talked about your not love of Spielberg.
I don't have anything against him per se as a filmmaker, and I haven't seen everything like by any means. Like
nobody
he's made
has
a shit ton, but I also don't think I've seen his best. But I mean, shit, maybe at this point I have. Like I haven't seen Schindler's List, but I've seen Jaws. I've seen Close Encounters.
E.T.
No, I mean as a kid, but I haven't seen it as an adult
because he's immortal.
I think those are the main ones that I've seen from him. But point is, I've just never really been like wowed, especially because and this is partly being a victim of your own success because he has the crown of being like the king of filmmaking and like understanding like how to make things. And don't get me wrong, like there's a lot about Jaws that I really liked, and I liked 2/3 of it, like a lot. Like I was really into it up until that.
Yeah.
But
I always worry. I mean, I almost had that worry showing it to you, PJ, that like maybe it's going to be too slow.
I love
or maybe
Midnight
it's gonna
Mass, dude.
I know.
My
but
favorite
I just
thing are long, sullen monologues said by tired old seamen.
But dude, Derek, what's one of my favorite fucking movies?
The Lighthouse.
I know that.
What is that? Exactly.
I know that.
Exactly. A movie that is full of nothing but long, drawn out monologues and two seamen. So I don't know. I really feel like,
Man, you guys really love semen.
Hell yeah, brother.
It is what it is, I guess. Like it.
Okay, so two things. Number one, he was like, it's not that I have anything against Spielberg as a filmmaker. And I didn't know where he was going. So it's like 50-50 chance he's like, but I fucking hate that guy personally. And it's like, you know him? Yeah. Can you get him on? But then the other thing is I'm trying to work out a joke of like, Ty isn't fond of Spielberg's lobsters, but is fond of Egger's lobsters.
That's good. It's a stretch.
We're working on it.
Yeah,
but
we'll punch it up in post. Fix that in post. Time.
Yeah,
we're not editing this at all.
That I can't do.
Whatever this looks like when it's done.
What did I say? I can't polish a piece of shit.
Oh, no, now it's us.
We made it, guys.
We're giving ourselves shit, dang. Because of our love of semen.
Point is, Jaws was cool. And I acknowledge and respect like what it means for cinema and like the fact that it is like probably the first blockbuster, and all of that stuff. I just think, it had a lot. It was an uphill battle. Like it was doing a lot. Like it was really moving well, but then I forget what exactly. And I think partly, I don't want to turn this into a Jaws thing, but I think the scientist guy, I think it got to a point where I stopped being interested in either of them. Like he no longer became relatable. He started just being like a prick that wasn't really something that I could like respond to, relate to, or resonate with, or like even like if like, cause for example, if I met someone like that in real life, I wouldn't root for you. Like I don't want to see you succeed. Like not, just straight up. I don't want to see, like, I'm not going to be actively invested in like, oh, I hope you do well. I'm like, I don't give a shit because you are not a nice person. Like there's nothing for me to give a shit for.
That makes sense.
I wasn't really like, he started to fall off for that for me. And then, Quint, just him and Quint just butting heads was just so like, I don't know why, but this stopped working for me. I don't know why.
No, it's fair. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. But
it's just surprising.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, but it is for most.
It's for most.
I'm happy though, because typically these are my opinions. These are when we walked outside of Weapons and I was like, man, I didn't like that at all. And you guys are like, are you serious? And I'm just like, yeah, I thought we'd be all be on the same page about this.
No, dude, I very much resonate with your tendency to be on like the more the hater side, because Derek will tell you like it gets to the point where sometimes I either like hesitate to share, or I start to feel like, am I just being too much of a hater? Because I feel like sometimes I'm usually the hard one to please when it comes to like movies or TV, and there's like things that I'm like, I don't really,
with weapons,
that didn't move me the way that it did you.
With weapons, I just couldn't relate to the old crazy lady drinking water from a bowl.
You ever drink water from a bowl?
No.
You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe?
We can't do old Greg. We can't do all that.
Bring Her Back was nuts though.
Yeah.
It was, you know, I've since on Letterboxd, I don't write real reviews anymore. I just basically write jokes.
Same.
But yeah, it was, I couldn't really come up. I just said, fuck it. I don't really have much for that one just because it was, dude, when I saw, look, when he ate the knife, that's it. Like I'm like, I can't. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm a shell of myself now.
Things with nails and things with teeth. Ooh, that one really messed me up, man.
And then just seeing anyone get run over is also just like, oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Seeing it happen twice.
Oof.
The worst.
That's
unfathomable.
Rough. But the thing that I really, this is the thing that I really am like excited to share because it doesn't make any sense. I saw Terrifier.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Isn't it fucking crazy?
I don't know why I decided to do that. I don't know why. I don't even like Saw. Like I've never seen Saw. I hate torture porn. I hate.
Okay, but hey. Terrifier is really good, right?
I mean, I was fine.
It's got a funny clown in it. Did he make you laugh?
No, actually, I don't know why he was like. I mean, actually, no. Like he.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
He's doing stupid shit.
That's why.
But I feel like, and I think this is partially because I'm not conditioned to the horror genre.
So you jumped face first into the deep end.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, like the idea of like a fun slasher villain. I'm like, oh, everyone's like, the fact that like, oh, I want to hang out with Freddy or Jason or any insert slasher here. And then I saw somebody dressed up as goddamn Art yesterday. And
we saw a lot of people dressed up as Art.
And it was like, what? I saw he did what with the hacksaw? Like that's literally my review. Like he did what with a hacksaw?
Dude.
Like I saw that and it was like,
dude, in the house.
I can't, I have to, I didn't finish it that day. It took me 2 days to watch it.
Wow.
I stopped and I was like, I can't. I don't even know what I can't. I don't know what I clearly bit off more than I could chew. This is not for, what the fuck is happening?
So in the Horror Nights house, that hacksaw scene, that's in that house.
No, it's not. And
no,
that's what I thought.
Is. Hand to God,
I'm
it
sure.
is.
And that's why I feel like that's why, like when I saw it, like and I think that's part of what inspired me to watch it because like I'd heard people on podcasts talk about it and like, you know, oh, he's this fun clown. All right, fuck it, fine. Like, you know what? I like gore, sure. Like I like testing my boundaries. That's one thing about film that I like to do. I like to test what I like to watch shit that I might not normally have watched. And I like to do things or see things. I'm like, you know what? Sure. That's how I ended up watching The Human Condition, that fucking 9.5 hour long Japanese movie. Yeah. Excellent. One of the best pieces of cinema ever made.
But that's so funny to me that for us, it's like, he's like, I like to push myself. I like to get out of my comfort zone. I like to go way off the deep end. So I watch Terrifier. And for us, it's like, yeah, we watched 3 of those in a day. Like when we jump out of our comfort zone, it's like, I might go see the new Pixar. Maybe. I might go see something that makes kids laugh. Not a movie where a man gets, bisected by angry monsters.
And so, it was a woman. But the point is, like, I see that, and then I see how prevalent he is in, like
people love him,
promo and stuff like that, and it's like, what?
Because
I can't separate. I need a second. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I literally just jumped too far into.
So what it is if you went on Hot Ones and you were like, I got this, and started at the end. Like at the hottest wing.
It kind of feels like that. And I mean, I didn't stop there. I didn't watch Terrifier 2, but I did look up the scene that everyone talks about, the fucking salt scene. I was like,
Terrifier 2 is better.
I will say it was significantly less. I don't know if after seeing the bisection, it's like there's nothing that gets worse than that. Which honestly, if that is the case, very smart. Do your worst in the first one. So like everything, and granted, make it awful, make it so it's
Yeah.
like you can still do bad. And once I figured out art can keep people alive as long as you want. I'm like, oh, this is twisted. I mean, I love that concept. It's really cool, but this is fucking insane.
Yeah, and not to make this, we keep having to do this, not to make this a discussion about Terrifier, but the thing, because art is everywhere. He loves, kids love him, everybody loves him.
Why?
I think I have an idea. And I think the idea is that your major slashers that exist, Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, all of these characters, their best iterations are their originals, but their best iterations are from the late 70s, early 80s. That's where movies didn't look like this. They didn't operate like they can now. They had big restrictions, big guidelines. You had to see them in theaters. There were no other ways to see them. And so as the audiences have become modern, as they have become immersed in modern graphics and storytelling and really intense, like Saw is kind of you brought that up as like the 90-degree turn.
It changes it changes the genre,
because that's like the first of like what quote unquote torture porn, like horror, right?
But like Terrifier even puts Saw to shame.
I mean,
like,
I'd hope so, and that's kind of
the
like
modern Saws, like the last couple, maybe not so much, but like the original Saw is nothing compared to the first Terrifier.
That's kind of like what I was hoping is like, unintended side effect of like, well, I've seen that now, so I guess I could probably watch a lot more than I would have thought I wanted to.
Probably.
Because and like the scene in Terrifier 2 when like he's cutting her, like it's awful, but I'm like, he cut somebody in half, and like he started at conceivably the worst possible, like the most painful part.
A womanhood.
Like,
unfortunately.
he cut.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I think is my point. Is
split
that
her in half?
Yeah, I think that's my point with Terrifier is
At
that the
pussy.
people who love those things. See, that's fun. He did it so we couldn't cut it out because I was talking. The modern audience now wants to find something that's like those classics, and so art is silly. He's funny. He's got a good look, a recognizable look. So it allows
That's
them
for sure.
It allows them to cling to that. So I think his popularity is because when people think back in their nostalgia of what Friday the 13th is like, that's what they remember, but it never was like that. So now they have something that they can watch that is just the worst shit ever, because as a species, we're right on the brink of all being dead. So I think it's just do whatever.
And I do feel, and this is part of what like the fun, once I realized that this is another layer to enjoying film, as with any art, but what any given movie or just piece of art says about like the time, I think Terrifier existing says a lot about just the human condition, especially in America.
The fact that kids run around in that costume, the fact that he's at horror nights walking around honking his horn at little kids and they're like laughing. Yeah, this shit gets embraced
I'm
because
sure a lot of them have more than I would guess or am comfortable with have seen that
I've
movie.
probably seen it. Yeah. And I think part of that is because, and there's a joke from I Think You Should Leave, the show on Netflix,
Right,
the
yeah,
sketch show. But he goes, I don't remember exactly the context, but he's like, tell him I'm not worried about it. There's worse shit on the local news. And it's like, that is now true.
Yeah.
If you have TikTok, there is worse shit available that is real that you just scroll on.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're all desensitized to some degree.
I'm not bad. I had a friend who because of him, like, I now, my YouTube sometimes pulls up like those like worst horrifying car crash compilations because I'm a fucking sick fuck.
Do you know what his friend's name is? Nighttime Ty.
Oh.
He looks in the mirror and he gives him the eyebrow and he's like, watch more car. It's the Green Goblin scene from the original Spider-Man of like, you want more car crashes.
Dude.
Oh, no, you guys are right on the money with those sorts of extreme violence and horror coming out at times like this. Is like you brought up Saw. That came out, shortly after 9/11 and us going to war in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And so we are seeing atrocities on TV, on the night news, and the internet was big at that point. Like there was a boom with YouTube. And so it's like we're seeing all that constantly. And so movies shifted into this way of like extreme violence and gore as an answer to that.
Yeah.
So
it satisfies it feels like tensions are so high that like people are angry, and that anger is boiling over into I just want to hurt
It's that
something, and I want to hurt you. Is like the manifestation is that.
It's that. I also think it might have something to do with wanting to appease that morbid curiosity.
Oh,
you
for
get that
sure.
flash of, I mean, let's call it how it is. You get a flash of kids right now in the Gaza Strip starved to death, not starving. You
So,
get
yeah,
you
they're-
see dead
yeah.
children
Yeah.
daily from one war, another war starting, and it's just bah, 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 and it's also violent, and it's the morbid curiosity of like oh my god, I don't want to see that, but it's like there are museums to atrocities so that you can see it and learn about it, and so it's like, okay, well, if I channel that through Saw X or Terrifier or whatever the Friday the 13th remake is a little bit more graphic. If I go through and find something that is actually graphic, I can do it in a safe environment mentally because
It's
I know
controlled.
it's fake. Then nothing happens to any of these people, except Brandon Lee. He got, but everybody else, it's typically fake.
Yeah.
Brandon Lee.
So
That's
basically,
what this podcast's about. Pour one out for Brandon Lee.
yeah, basically we can pencil you in, Ty, when we talk about Terrifier next year.
Amen.
Oh Jesus! I mean, yeah, I'll definitely come and listen and talk about that one.
No, what I'd
funnier
like to know.
What's funnier is Terrifier or Jaws?
Oh yeah.
Make him watch Jaws
I,
again.
funny enough, I gave them both 3 stars.
Interesting.
Okay, so that's a new conversation. Who wins in a fight, Jaws or Art?
Oh, art! I'm taking art
Yeah, I
every
think
day of the week,
He's just
twice on
eating
Sunday.
shark and like doing like that. Steven Spielberg's got a single tear.
But I guess that kind of brings up my next point of things that we're talking about next year.
Mhm.
Looking forward, the next few episodes are going to be kind of holiday centric,
Amen, brother.
and thematic in other ways. We're not doing like franchises for a little bit. We're kind of handling a couple other things.
Yeah, it's all Derek's Dirty
Dude,
Dozen.
I
This
love
is where-
Arbor Day.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get there.
that Arbor Day is just the robot chicken bit where Captain Planet is evil.
Mhm.
That's just the movie we're watching.
But I am interested if there is any of the franchises we're going to cover next year that Ty might have seen or might be interested in any way. The main one, because did you see the 2021 Candyman?
I did.
Okay.
And I even went so far as to seeing the first,
Saw the original?
one. Yeah,
Oh my
before I
God.
saw that. So I've seen both.
Wow.
I know there's more than that, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
There's only,
the
I
main
think there's
2.
4
There's
in
4,
total.
yeah.
I've seen the main 2.
Okay.
The 2
That's good. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be covering Candyman as a
Now-
franchise.
Now, here's the big one, because we both know the answer to this is no,
Mhm.
right? You and I both know that. You ever seen any of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies?
Oh God, no. Dude, I was fucking dude. Listening to you guys talk about Freddy versus Jason was like, now I didn't give a fuck. But listen, like as a child, I remember vividly. Vivid is relative, I guess, but I remember my cousin and his friends. They were watching that movie, Freddy versus Jason,
Uh-huh.
and I don't remember how old I was. I must have been young, but like no older than like maybe 9.
Yeah. Came out in 03.
Yeah. So I couldn't have been that. Maybe 5, maybe 6. Probably closer to 9, 8 or 9. But point is, fucked me up. I don't even know if I saw a frame. I might have seen
See?
a frame.
This is how The Lost Boys was for me
And I
as a
listened
kid.
I listened to how you did Bug, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
I listened to how you fucking did him, and I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" Oh,
When
you
Bug
sick
listens,
bastard.
when Bug listens to this episode, he's gonna be like, "Finally, someone took my side." Because I immediately took Derek's side. I was like, "No, that's funny." Fuck you,
Dude, I was in my room. I was like, "Oh man, fuck Derek, man." Bug, I feel you, bro. I
so
would have been
fucking
trying. I would have lived in the bathroom that night, dude. I'm sleeping in the tub.
That is so fucking funny. Yeah, no. By the way, folks at home,
Mhm.
we're doing a fun little thing where we're doing it like questions.
Uh-huh.
We're also telling you what to look forward to next year, because
Yeah.
we're doing Candyman and Texas Chainsaw at some point next
Yeah.
year,
We're also doing Leprechaun.
which I'm not excited for literally at all.
Yeah,
a
not
horror movie?
really. Yeah.
It's a,
Well,
it's a horror comedy
Yeah.
franchise, and
Oh.
it's one of those that does an into hood, and it's just like, I'm not excited for.
Oh,
this
and
at
don't
all.
worry, because they go back to the hood.
But what's crazy is Back
I
to the
kinda-
Hood is like a serious movie.
Yeah.
It's like it treats itself. It's got like a serious
and
plot.
It has Mother's Milk from The Boys.
Right. And it's like, it's serious, and it's told in a frame, in like the framework of a serious story. And then Warwick Davis dressed as Leprechaun is going, I I don't like you, people. And it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
It is not. I'm not excited for Leprechaun at all.
No.
The first one, maybe.
Mhm.
That sounds nuts.
I like the first 3, and then it kind of falls off after that.
Yeah.
Well,
How
after he goes
many
to
are there?
space.
Okay. Is the bare minimum if I'm gonna do a horror franchise, don't even fucking talk to me unless you're doing 5? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, yes and
Kind
no.
of. The major ones are all like Hellraiser has like 13 fucking movies.
Something like that.
Like the
is
biggest.
Hellraiser worse than Terrifier?
No, God,
No, it's very different.
worse.
Though.
Okay, worse in gore and like hard to watchness. No, worse in it is a terrible series of awful fucking movies. That
They're bad.
Yeah.
The first one, the second one.
There's a handful of them that are good.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to have you on.
The words handful referring to a movie series is nuts. This is
There. I think there are 11 at this point in time.
this
Yeah.
is insane, and it's not like a cinematic universe or something. Like it's just
No,
all
it's
the
just
same.
that one.
Just Hellraiser. Pinhead.
Is the
Yeah.
story that
Oh, there's no connectivity at all.
I will say that does sound like a cool villain name. Like
Mhm.
Pinhead does sound terrifying.
Well, we're gonna have
Yeah,
you back.
I knew that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
So I thought that's
For,
what I thought
for,
that.
for the
yeah.
viewers at home, I just pointed to an action figure I have of Pinhead, like a museum guide. And Derek?
Oh, the Invisible Man.
Yeah, that's what we watched last night for Halloween.
Is that the guy that killed Elizabeth Warren? No, that's not her name.
Elizabeth Moss, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from
yeah.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking great.
Yes, it is.
It is. It
This
is a good
movie
movie.
is so fucking
And you
good.
saw that one.
Hey!
Hey, that was around the time. I'll come back for shit like Hereditary,
Mhm.
Midsummer. Like I've seen
Mhm.
shit like that. Like
Yeah.
because I thought it was.
Well, the one
fun.
that we gotta have him back for is Hellraiser Hellworld.
Right.
What the hell is
Because
that?
listening back to early episodes,
He told me about
we make a mention of that was one of the first films that Henry Cavill starred in.
I think,
oh,
like,
You know?
if it's not his
Yeah, I
first,
think
it's
it may
within
be
the
like
first
his-
couple.
has
yeah.
he always been that jacked?
He wasn't
kinda,
really even
yeah.
that jacked. He's handsome. He's
Well,
muscular,
he's
but he's not
got
like
that chin.
But in the
dude, that
episode,
chin, dude.
in the episode that we bring it up,
That's
I
a crimson
mentioned.
chin if I ever seen one.
Well, I mentioned it because in that movie,
You can grip that shit like a gun.
Henry Cavill gets a whole blowjob.
What?
And you
That's
seemed
exactly what he said when we told
Yeah.
him the first time.
you seemed really interested, so we want to have you back for that one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not for
I'm-
the whole episode. We're just going to call you really quick to talk to you about that one scene. We're going to send you a clip of it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
In-
I like to watch clips.
Yeah, it'll be
Uh,
like that. It'll be
Well, it's
like
porn, but yeah.
like Dylan's version of this podcast that we're doing.
Yeah.
Just that one scene.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you guys want, or if you guys are interested in just that one scene, that's not real and that's not happening. But we do have some cool stuff that I think we're going to work on for the next year. So
Yeah.
just, we're not going to do the thing because we have done the thing
Mhm.
already. We've made the
Mhm.
cardinal sin where we've
Yeah.
said we're doing this and then it still hasn't happened. So
Yeah.
we look dumb. So we're not going to say what, but it is a thing of like, we are excited to move into another year of doing this show.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you guys are interested in that as well. And so just kind of pay attention because we will try to do cool stuff sooner than later.
Yeah. The things I guess we'll ask at this point are if you haven't already, follow us on your favorite podcast app. Please rate and review us. We don't beg for that very often, but that
No.
is something that is very important. It kind of helps us grow our numbers. I will say today we hit 2,500 downloads.
Let's hit it again.
The day after Halloween. It's spooky
On
number.
the anniversary.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's a
fucking cool.
spooky number.
We've had
I'm really proud of you guys.
Holy shit, I didn't know you could do that.
I'm really proud of you guys. It's really impressive that you were able to hit that milestone.
wow, this is I mean,
This
Sorry,
is the
guys.
first.
I didn't tell
this
you
is-
Kermit was coming.
This
I'm
is the
sorry.
first for us.
I know we've had so many guests on this year.
Oh, Kermit left. Oh, he got in his car. Oh, the stop sign. Oh, he's dead.
I'm gone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he does that. Normally he doesn't say anything. So
I
you
just
know.
love the idea that Ty is like parasitically haunted by Kermit the Frog. That
Yeah.
he's like attached to him. He follows him everywhere he goes.
It was a really cool guest though. We've had some cool guests this
yeah,
year.
We've had Bug on twice.
Mhm.
We had Dylan on twice.
Yep. Alistair Graves was
yeah,
here.
Alistair on.
Bell. for
Yeah.
a cabin in the woods.
Mhm. And then, Ty's not really a guest as much as
What's funny is I think we did that exactly backwards.
Uh-huh.
I think if you take the order that we just listed our guests, flip and reverse it, that's the order of appearances that they made.
Yeah.
I'm not really a guest, I guess, but
No, but
you're part of the show, man.
Yeah, you're always here in spirit. You're the third part of the third channel, I would say.
That's fucking bullshit. He's the first part.
Yeah, that's true.
You and I could be replaced by AI at this point.
Oh man.
So can he though.
I would hate. Honestly, no. I see it on Indeed.com. They're trying to fucking hire audio engineer training for fucking AI. I'm like, oh, you sick sons of bitches.
It's fucking bullshit.
What have you been working on quickly this year? Because I know you just dropped something very recently.
Yeah, I just dropped a single, 11 a.m. in Clearwater. Another one coming out as of this episode dropping. It'll be the same day. Howard Hughes. And doing another EP / mixtape / I don't know what to call these shits anymore.
Nice.
But in later this month in November too. So, and trying to get some music videos out and more coming next year.
Cool. Where can they find that?
Instagram, flyguy.ty, 2 Y's and fly. And that's really the main place. Anything else you need is
You can find it there.
Yeah, that's where everything is. So
Awesome. Follow Ty, follow us. I don't know, man. This has been fun.
It has been. Yeah, it's been crazy.
I cannot believe it's been a year.
The things that we
That's
have
nuts.
done this year are wild. Being on a track with Patton Oswalt is fucking wild. Having Charlie
Yes.
in a technical way, we had Charlie as guest.
Oh, and
But-
before the end of the year, I bet we hear from Charlie again.
No,
Hmm?
no, I've murdered Charlie.
Oh my god.
Charlie is
I
dead.
don't think you should say that on air. Like, I don't think you should.
We'll cut that.
Yeah.
We'll cut that in post. I know we're not going to edit anything out of this episode, but that we'll cut.
Definitely cut that.
And if we don't, I'm fucked. But yeah, no, the amount of engagement, the amount of fun numbers, and just like getting approached by people that I have never met before, and like, oh, you do that show. Okay, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying like strangers off the street run up and like beg me for autographs, but it is a thing of like, I will meet a friend
Dude,
of
I
a
was
friend of
about
a
to get
friend.
really jealous.
Yeah, I'll meet like a friend of a friend of a friend, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you do that show," and it's like, "You know about that?" And it's like, "Yeah, people in this circle are watching it because, 6 months ago, I told one person that I saw, like, oh yeah, we do this show, and it just spreads, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Next year, I think you and I are both excited. We're doing the every episode that we're doing like Ed Wynn.
yeah. Can't wait to do that. Can't wait to blow my voice out doing that.
Every episode, we just do the entire episode. That's a callback to our original episode, or it was one of the
Very
episodes.
early.
We were like, we're gonna do the entire cold open.
Oh,
as
dude.
Ed.
To this day, I'm so fucking mad you guys didn't do it. Because
So-
I was laughing hysterically listening to them before we started. It was honestly so upsetting, disappointing when they didn't do it. Because I was laughing so fucking hard.
So for those of you who don't know, that voice is like the, oh my goodness. And Derek does it really well. And so we had made the joke that we were going to do a cold open and do the whole cold open in that voice.
Oh,
And so-
dude, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it through.
And we were prepared to do it. And then he clicks record and it's like, so Derek, what do you think about?
And
And he
I'm
was just like, he's like, well, you interrupted it too. You were like, what the fuck? Why aren't you doing the funny voices? We talk about that all the time. We reference that 1,000 times.
Dude, I was so mad. I was so like, oh man, fuck.
Oh no, Derek, the ghost face killer's out to get us.
Oh my goodness, Ty. Is this what you want from me? I can't talk like this all night, don't you know?
It'll blow our voices. We went to Sir Henry's Haunted Trail. They were kids there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
On a personal note, the only thing Derek and I have to look forward to now is the fucking Horror Nights is over.
Yeah.
We have to pretend to have a social life again.
Yeah. Ty, you gonna go with us next year?
You know what? I thought about it. Like, I genuinely thought about it, but I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that, man.
He thought about it, then he saw Terrifier, and he was like,
Yeah,
I'm not thinking about that anymore.
I saw it. I'm like, dude, that's it. With that, because I see Terrifiers that got a house. I'm like, there's no chance he's not. I don't see something like this in there. Like what is, dude? I don't know, and I don't know, man. I'd be sweating the whole time.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
What about we get you at Sir Henry's?
I would definitely try that. I would absolutely try that, and I think that would be a good litmus test because I don't even remember the last time I went to a haunted house.
Nice. Let's make that a New Year's resolution for the Third Channel podcast.
We'll take a video and put it on our Instagram.
Yeah, we're gonna try
1 year.
and yeah, we're gonna try and get Ty to Sir Henry's, and we should try and see more movies together.
Yeah,
Set your Google alerts for Ty and Sir Henry's, and you'll figure it out when it happens. Yeah, there's a lot of movies that we'll have to watch together. Hey, there's a fun thing that you guys can engage in. Audience, if there's a horror movie or horror movies that are coming out next year that you'd like us to see, like us to talk about, send us a comment on this web zone. Send us a thing.
That's
send
something.
us a pigeon.
That's something I've heard from people is like, hey, you guys talk about a lot of like older movies. Are you going to do like newer stuff?
We're
And
like, no.
well, next year
yeah.
we do have a couple that we'll be slotting in because we have the next entries in both the Scream franchise
Yeah.
and the Evil Dead franchise.
Which is crazy because we had just said, like, you know, we have that to look forward to. There's no way it's going to be bad, at least Scream 7. And we talked about that. I think it was in the car on the way to somewhere. And we talked about how exciting that is. And it was like, I think hours after we had that conversation, the trailer dropped.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that trailer good? It looks so fucking good.
They're going to burn it all down.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll slot in some newer stuff as it comes out. The problem is that we're a franchise show, at least for now, until we run out of them.
Yeah.
Not at this rate. Not at this fucking rate.
Yeah, because they keep making new franchises like Smile and The Black Phone.
Yeah.
And neither of those are very good.
I like Smile.
I like Smile a lot.
Do you like Black Phone?
I never saw it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Because he does.
It's fine.
I don't love that movie. I don't like that movie, actually. I'm going to go so far as to say I think that movie is bad. I think that movie has shat upon my... No, I'm not finishing that.
I mean, do you like it more or less than Ty liked Jaws, apparently?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know because do you recommend Jaws? That's what the episode is now.
Yeah.
Do you recommend Jaws, Ty? Okay, let's start over here. Derek, do you recommend Jaws?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's one of the greatest films of all time.
Okay, I also recommend Jaws for exactly that same reason. Now, no pressure. Ty, do you recommend Jaws?
It's a fine night in. It's if you like shark movies, if Sharknado is your jam, this is so much better than Sharknado.
We're gonna have to get Carly on for Sharknado.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a franchise that has like 5 or 6.
Yeah. Okay. Derek, do you recommend The Black Phone?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah.
It was bad. Okay.
This is just round robin. This is what we're doing now.
Well, Ty hasn't seen Black Phone. Okay. Finally, Ty, do you
Yes.
recommend the Third Channel podcast?
All the time.
Oh, thank you.
Actually,
That's wonderful.
That's
I
really
have,
nice.
I have a lot of just anytime I encounter someone who I talk to a movie about in a way that I'm like, oh, you might listen to people talk about movies. I got a podcast for you. And then I pull out my business cards.
He pulls out a card for like the Howard Stern show. And he's like, I think this is it. I don't know.
They keep sending me stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just put it into my I just feed it to my monkey and he does all the work for me.
Like in Superman. Another good movie, which we all recommend. Derek, do you
A
recommend the
good
Third
horror
Channel?
movie.
That's right. That's right. There's a kaiju in it. Derek, do you recommend the Third Channel podcast?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Probably not enough. I probably don't recommend it to enough people out
For
there
the amount
that I
of work
bump
that I
into
know
them.
you put into it, yes, 100%
hard.
you don't put in.
It's weird.
It's embarrassing
Yeah.
to shill like in a personal one-on-one setting. I was gonna say 1v1. Sure, in a 1v1 setting, you're getting your jabs, you're throwing them, but you're like, oh, listen to my podcast. Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah.
I can definitely, because I used to have one, so I see that. But I also feel like you guys do so much for it. I feel like you should. You're doing yourselves and the show a disservice by not talking about it more. And you don't have to be like, a dickhead about it. You can
Oh, that's all I know how to be, baby. Here's my final follow-up.
always
Do
be
you
coming.
I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say now. Oh, right.
ABC.
Okay. Derek, do you enjoy the Third Channel podcast.
Yeah.
You recommend it, but do you like it? We
Yeah.
listen to it. We listen to our own work to try to gauge what we're doing.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy what we're doing. I enjoy, especially like what we said, listening back to those early episodes and kind of witnessing the show and how it has grown and changed from those early episodes. And oh, that's where we added this element, or oh, that's where this changed, and oh, that's where we added this little thing, or we started doing this, or oh, that's a bit that fell off, or like whatever. Yeah, I find it entertaining, and I hope that others do. I mean, we sit and laugh about things that our guests have said.
Yeah.
And I hope to do and have many more of those sorts of chats in the future.
Yeah, I agree. I would say that I recommend our show as often as I can. I think that if we get like cool business cards or something with a QR code on it, it might make it a little bit easier than watching them like go like, no, look it up. Look it up. Get your phone out. You know, it might be easier. But
I know usually if you hold a pistol out.
Oh, a pistola, like a tiny little Derringer.
That'll really get
Oh, I've got it on one of those things that come like in Sherlock Holmes, and it like comes out, and I grab it and I shoot him.
And they can't listen.
I bet you.
But they didn't want to. They didn't get their phone out fast enough. I also like our show. I like what we've done. I think it's fun. I think that it's fun, and the people that I've heard from say the best compliment that we get, in my opinion, is that it's like sitting somewhere out with us just talking about stuff. And I like that. I think that's what we always wanted. We wanted it to be researched, and we wanted it to be correct, but we also wanted it to be conversational. And so hopefully that's where we're at. So then the last question that I have to end our little anniversary recap is not to us, it's to the audience. Audience, do you recommend the Third Channel podcast? Is that something that you enjoy? If so, let us know. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you'd like to see next year. Let other people know if you were walking around. It's the Jesus thing, right? People walk up to you and they're like, hey, listen to me. And they grab you by your ears and like, listen to me, son of a bitch. Jesus. Do that, but with the Third Channel podcast.
That's why I don't go outside.
if you don't, you will be pistol whipped.
That's true. Ty, we have given him a firearm. It has no bullets. You have no fear of that. But
but they don't know I live next to an armory.
Oh my God.
An armory?
Yeah.
Ty lives right next to the FBI.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
But female body inspector.
It won't be me. It won't be me. I'm not that stupid. I got lackeys.
Are we his lackeys?
No,
probably.
Oh, God. We always call him Producer Ty. Are we lackey, beans, and bacon?
For sure.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Happy
Thank
anniversary.
you, everybody, for being here for a year. Happy Halloween as well.
Yeah.
And we will see you, depending on when this launches, next should be Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
So enjoy that because it will be a treat. And the trick is go fuck yourself.
Thank you, Ty.
Oh, man. We should leave it recorded so that you can hear like a natural outro, like an episode of an old sitcom. Like a thing that nobody would ever do. Thanks for tuning into the Third Channel podcast. Please, if you have the time, rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast apps.
You can follow us on social media at Third Channel Podcast, and you can find me online at @DRosenberg.
You can also reach out to us at thirdchannelpodcast@gmail.com, where we check every message, we swear. Third Channel is hosted by PJ Minette
and Derek Rosenberg. Theme song and audio engineering by Fly Guy Ty.
The logo designed by Belle DeVelco.
Episode artwork by Nathan Walkington.
Keep it tuned right here to the Third Channel for all things horror. And remember, don't touch that dial. Egg salad and eggs.